Hi Capricorn, welcome. Thank you for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn. This is a general reading, and that means that it can apply to just about anything. Relationships, situations or circumstances surrounding family, home, work, social circles, communities. Basically, if you can think of it, it might apply to this reading. I also want to remind you to be flexible with the energy. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching. Parts of the reading may resonate for you. Other parts may not. Take what does and leave behind what doesn't. I hope by the time you finish watching this, Capricorn, not only did you enjoy it, but I hope also that you feel it was beneficial to you, that it was helpful to you, that it was not just a waste of your time. There's nothing worse than wasting time, right? Time is so valuable. It's one of the most valuable resources we have. So, Capricorn, we're going to get started here. I'm going to give this first deck one more good shuffle, and we'll see what's up for you in this coming week. Carmela is here. She's hanging out on her cage in the background. Sylvester's also here. He's very stuffed up this morning. So he has some sniffing and sneezing issues that he's dealing with. He's a little uncomfortable. So he's hanging out in the window. And I get to give this deck one more good shuffle. Okay, Capricorn, so we're going to get started. By the way, if you want more specific information regarding my readings and my channel, go ahead and check out the description box below. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, paired with the 4 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Pentacles, Death, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and then we have the King of Swords. So this feels like it could be a work or job situation, workplace or job situation. So, what are you doing? Oh, you're just losing your balance. Okay, Sylvester, come on. I felt the chair tip backwards and I thought he was going after the bird. I guess he may have. I didn't notice in the camera what was going on, but I think he was just losing his balance. He doesn't go after the bird. She goes after him. Nope, you gotta go down on the floor. Keep going. Nope, keep going. Good boy. Okay, Capricorn, so job or workplace related. This feels like something you might be giving up or letting go or quitting. Could be that you're quitting a job. Could be that you've decided you don't want this anymore. This is not what you thought it would be. It's not the opportunity you thought it would be. And so maybe you're letting this go. There we have Death and 10 of Swords. This is an ending if I ever saw one. I mean, that can't be more clear. Not only is the situation over and said and done and dead, but the Grim Reaper is here to collect his soul. Sorry, that was a kind of a dramatic thing to say. I don't feel actual death. I think that this is an ending of something. Capricorn probably doesn't feel good. I think it may have put you in a state of needing some recovery. Needing to rest, reflect, maybe figure out what went wrong or put it behind you, whatever that looks like for you. Let's get some more cards on the table and see what else we get for Capricorn. 2 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups in reverse. So we have the three, we have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Ten of Cups in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Three of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles again in reverse. Interesting. So there's definitely some grief on the table here. There's definitely a need for recovery. This does feel like something that's been let go or left behind. It could be something that's having an emotional impact on you. It could be having an impact on your confidence, your self-worth, maybe feeling like you gave up too soon, or you just didn't have what it would take to obtain this opportunity. Again, it feels like it could be a workplace or job situation that you've given up, but I think that at this point in time you're in a state of recovery in order to not only accept this ending, but then maybe choose a new path towards something brand new. Now that I've let this go, I not only need to recover from this disappointment, but I need to now decide what's my next move. What direction do I take now? Which path do I follow now? This could, with the Five of Pentacles coming out, clarifying this Ten of Swords, this could indicate that there is a financial loss as well, or money problems or a financial issue after having left this behind. Or this could just indicate a sense of lacking, feeling like there's nothing left after this ending, because there's definitely a significant heartbreak and grief surrounding this ending that you're recovering from. Sylvester, you need to make up your mind. Are you going up in the window? Go ahead, keep going. So the Page of Pentacles in reverse to me can indicate somebody who's giving up something that they just started, or something that they've just, something that's brand new. Maybe they decided, oh, this is too hard. This isn't what I thought it would be. It's not what I want anymore. No, you have to get down. It's not what I want anymore. But it feels really disappointing. But it also feels like it could be something that maybe you were just getting your feet wet, just trying it. And it quickly you realized it wasn't for you, or wasn't something that you wanted after all. With the King of Swords clarifying this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, to me this could indicate your higher self saying, you know what, this just wasn't for you. This wasn't meant for you. And it's better to let this go now than get further into it and realize later on down the road that it's not what you want. Or it's not the right job, or it's not the right opportunity for you. It's going to make you unhappy. And maybe you were just doing it to please others. Maybe this is an opportunity. I'm just using this as an example. Maybe this is an opportunity that was offered to you through family, for example. Somebody said, hey, there's this opening at my company, and you want to check this out, try it out. And you went ahead and gave it a shot because, you know, you don't want to turn something down that's being offered out of goodwill, positive intentions by somebody else. Would make them feel bad if they're just trying to do something positive for you, help you out. But as it turns out, it's not something that you wanted, or something that you thought would be good for you. There's a lot of disappointment on the table, Capricorn, surrounding this ending, and it could have to do with you know, a connection or a relationship, or maybe you feel like you're disappointing other people because you've let this go, left it behind. Let's get some more cards out here for Capricorn, see what else we get. Strength in reverse. 10 of Cups again, this time in the upright position. Page of Cups. 6 of Swords in reverse. Four of Wands. Ace of Wands again in the upright again. Knight of Cups. And then we have the Star in reverse. So again, I'm getting the sense that this could be, no, please stay down, Sylvester, but he's being really needy right now. I do get the sense that this may have been an opportunity that was offered to you that you took because, you know, it was the right thing to do. You were being gracious. Maybe in your heart of hearts you knew that this wasn't right for you, but someone was trying to do a nice thing for you. Someone was making an offer that you really couldn't turn down. You at least had to try it, right? That's what I'm getting. I at least have to try this because I don't want to disappoint the person who's trying to help me out, who's trying to, you know, extend a helping hand. And, you know, if you turn that down, it would be disappointing for others. So this could be a situation like that. I do get the feeling like there's someone in the mix here who really is trying to help you. But I don't think they have a clear understanding of what it is that you're really looking for. I do feel like this is job or work related. This could be something where, for example, if you're searching for new employment, I'm just using this as an example. It could be true for some of you. If you're searching for new employment, you're looking for something long term. You're looking towards something that you can be satisfied with for, you know, for the duration of your working years, right? Something that's not only going to be profitable and financially beneficial to you, but something that you will love, something that you really have passion for. And I strongly believe that whatever this is that you gave up was something that it just didn't float your boat. It just didn't, you know, light that fire for you. And I think that's disappointing because obviously, if you don't want to disappoint others, especially the person who I feel has extended a helping hand and maybe made this offer to you, you maybe wanted that fire to be lighted for yourself. Fire to be lighted. I think both are correct. I have to look that up. So I think ultimately, you know, the people that surround you, and this could be a family situation, want to see you happy, would like to see you get something started that for yourself that you do feel good about and you're excited about. You wake up in the morning and you're not groaning and moaning and shoving your head under the pillow because you have to get up and go to work, but you know, you bounce out of bed and hop in the shower because you can't wait to get to work. I don't know too many people that do that, but there are people out there, and that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Absolutely. And I think you want that, Capricorn. Let's get this next round out and see what else we can get for you. I mean, the message is kind of simple and it's pretty clear, but we'll see if we can't get any more details for you, Capricorn. So we have the World in reverse. The search continues. I think that you've been on this path, you've been on this trajectory for a while. You have been looking for that one thing that really lights your fire, that one thing that drives you and motivates you. And I think you could, we have the moon in reverse, you could, again, just trying to figure that out, trying to find it, trying to discover it, trying to uncover whatever it is that lights your fire, makes you happy. Five of Swords in reverse. Hangman in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Cups again in reverse this time. Empress in reverse. And then the Seven of Swords. So I got people pleaser out of this. I think that you have accepted help and assistance from others in the past. Maybe taking advice from others. Maybe tried things that others have suggested. Because to a certain extent, you're a people pleaser. You don't want to disappoint. That's what I get more than anything. You don't want to disappoint those that are trying to help you and guide you and support you. And so you try the things that are suggested, or you accept the offers that are offered. But it's not because the things that are offered or the things that you're accepting are lighting your fire and making you excited to be alive. It's because you are sincerely just trying to be a good person and do the right thing and not disappoint others, when in reality you're disappointing yourself. In reality, you might be setting yourself backwards because you're starting to feel less comfortable with the idea that you can find what lights your fire. And the more often you accept the help of others out of the kindness of your heart, because you don't want to disappoint other people, because you're a people pleaser, the more you're setting yourself back because you're disappointing yourself. Capricorn. You see where I'm going with this? I mean, the message couldn't be clearer to me. You have brought yourself to a screeching halt with this most recent ending, because of this disappointment, realizing once again that it's just not what you want. And you have to recover again from this disappointment, which again I feel like kind of sets you back. And on the one hand, you may think, okay, well, there is something out there that's going to light my fire, and I'm going to figure out what it is, says Capricorn. I'm going to figure this out, and it's going to be exactly what I need and what I want, and others will be happy for me when I figure this out. In the meantime, I don't want to disappoint others when they're trying to help and support me and guide me as well, but, you're feeling a little bit selfish, maybe thinking, you know what, this is not the right thing for me to accept this offer and then let it go as soon as I start, just because it doesn't fulfill a certain level of passion in my gut. I don't wake up in the morning and feel that fire and want to jump out of bed and tackle the day, because it's not what I want. I'm lying to myself. These opportunities are not what I want. And I keep trying to convince myself that that's what I want, because others are trying to convince me that this is what I want. It's just not the case. I think a lot of people get stuck in this kind of situation, especially young people. Younger people who might be graduating from high school or college, and they're just stepping out the door, getting their feet wet, venturing out on their own, trying to find something that not only will they be able to support themselves, but they're also going to be proud of what they do and love what they do, and be excited and see a future and something that will allow them to grow. So I think a lot of people get stuck into this situation because the people that surround you, parents, family, whatever the case may be, really want to see you succeed and want the best for you. And I don't think that they mean any harm when they offer you those opportunities or suggest, hey, I've got this opening at my company. Why don't you come try it out? Obviously, they mean the best for you, and you don't want to disappoint them by turning them down. But everybody has to find their own passion. Everybody has to find their own calling, their own path. And some of us don't do it until we're in our 50s. So, Capricorn, I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. Sometimes it takes a long time. But it'll happen if you're persistent. It will happen if you're persistent. In the meantime, try not to get too down on yourself if you do decide to turn somebody down or turn an offer down that you know in your heart is just not right for you. You know in your heart it's not right for you. And it's not a selfish thing to look somebody in the eye and say, you know what, I really appreciate that offer, but it's just not for me. It's just not what I want. And I'd rather feel a little stuck and maybe, scraping the bottom of the can of beans for a while, eating a few more packages of ramen for a while before I find that one thing that I'm going to feel is right for me, then accept something and then ultimately give it up because I know that it wasn't right for me down the road, and then feel like I've disappointed, the people that surround me that are trying to help me. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't. Just be honest. There's nothing wrong with being honest. Let's get some more cards out here. The last round, Capricorn, and then we'll wrap this up. So we've got 3 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands, Knight of Cups in reverse this time, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse, Five of Wands, Nine of Cups in reverse, and then the King of Cups in reverse. So this last round is kind of confirming the message. There's not a lot of new details in this reading, except that, again, I do feel like you're feeling very defensive regarding the situation. I think that you may be even hesitant to share what's going on in your head with regard to what it is you truly want, because there might be people surrounding you who disagree, who think you're taking, you're not taking opportunities that you should be taking, or going down the wrong path, or not accepting responsibility when it comes to financial issues and that kind of thing. There's a jet going over my house. It's really loud. I'm pretty sure you can hear it because I feel like I'm getting drowned out, so I'm just going to wait for it to pass. Part of the thing that I think this might be true for some of you, part of the thing I think you may have been dealing with too is discussions and or arguments, debate on what this ultimately looks like for you. If you are going to achieve your own personal goals, the things that you want and that you really desire, it might be necessary for you to bring an end to your current situation, and by that, you might need to strike out on your own. And this might be what's causing you some grief, is that you realize that you need to leave behind what you're used to, what you're comfortable with, what you wake up to every morning, every day. Let's say if you're still living at home, and I think there's a lot of people, especially young people. I feel like this could be a reading for someone who's young, 20s, 30s. It just feels like one of those situations where you're in this part of your life where you're choosing some life paths, you're making some significant decisions for yourself, and you might have to leave behind what you have become accustomed to and what you've become comfortable with in order to strike out on your own and transform who you are, become who you are. This death card can indicate transformation. Ending a chapter in your life, starting something new, finding something brand new. And I think that you faced some people who may disagree with you. And it could be the people who are worried about you or concerned about you, who want to help and want to support you, but they could also potentially be the ones that are holding you back. I think that you may have even heard people say, you know what, Capricorn, you're being selfish. You don't know what you want. You're being selfish and you don't know what you want. You don't know what's good for you. How many people have heard that before? I have. I've heard it. You don't know what you want. You're being selfish. You're not being responsible. You're not listening to those of us who have all the answers. The older, wiser ones in your life. Guess what? Older, wiser people don't have all the answers for you. They have all the answers for them, at least they think they do. They don't have the answers for you. And that's, I think, a big mistake that a lot of people make. A lot of parents, I think, make. Is making decisions for their children. Just because it was good for you, just because it was something that you did in your life that ultimately was successful, that moved you forward, that gave you financial security, that made you happy, doesn't mean it's going to be right for your child or for somebody that you care about or somebody that you're watching out for. It doesn't mean that. You may want that for them. Now, Capricorn, I'm talking to the people who surround you in your life, who act and talk like they mean well for you, and I'm not saying that they don't. I really do think that they do, but they have a limited perspective. They have their own life to reflect on and their own experiences that have influenced their decisions and their lives, and just because maybe it worked out for them, they think that everybody else should be doing the same thing. It's not true. So stick with it, Capricorn. Keep moving in this direction. First of all, get over the disappointment of having to have left something behind that just wasn't right for you. You made an effort. That's what counts. Try not to be so focused on pleasing other people and doing what others want you to do if it doesn't feel right for you. And get over the fact that this is selfish of you. This is your life. You get to make these decisions for yourself because your life belongs to you. It doesn't belong to other people. It belongs to you. Am I taking these two? I'm taking two cards today, Capricorn. So we have the Nine of Water in reverse, which is the Nine of Cups in reverse. I don't think it showed up. Oh, yes, it did. Nine of Cups came out. A second to last card in your reading. And then we have the Five of Water, which also came out. That's interesting because the Nine of Cups and the Five of Water came out together in your reading. In the same positions. Reverse, Nine of Cups, reverse, Nine of Water, Five of Cups, Five of Cups. Interesting. And it came out with this, I mean, you had the Empress in reverse, indicating this idea that somehow not doing what others want you to do is selfish of you. Or not wanting what others want for you is selfish of you. And it's not. So anyway, let's read these cards, Capricorn. We'll see what they say. This one's a potential blockage. If it was in reverse, I'm going to read this one first. Nine of Water in reverse. And then we'll wrap this up. Okay. The potential blockage is just about a third of a page, not too long, and I'll display the card for you in the upright. Here we go, Capricorn. When the Nine of Water appears reversed, it signifies a resistance or unwillingness to look at our emotional reactions and accept a responsibility for them. Or it could indicate an unwillingness to look at the source of those emotional reactions. We may not want to see the truth. In this instance, we may truly agree with the old adage that ignorance is bliss. However, it is more than probable that we simply tell ourselves this because we are afraid of the pain of dredging up old memories. Instead, the Nine of Water offers us an opportunity to acknowledge the truth. Embracing ignorance will keep us reliving the pain of the moment again and again. Until we make the choice to break the cycle by facing that of which we are most afraid, the Nine of Water reversed asks that you do not avoid what needs to be done because you will experience pain in the short term. The pain will pass and open you to a better, happier future. So again, you need to address those feelings, address the truth, and be honest not just with yourself, but with others around you. I think absolutely that message is clear as day. So let's do the Five of Water. The Five of Cups in the upright position indicates grief, loss, sadness, feeling alone, feeling isolated, without hope. A lot of sad and upsetting feelings surrounding that card. So here we go, Capricorn. This one's about a page long. The Five of Water represents feelings of fear, doubt, and hopelessness that can cloud our minds and hearts and give rise to confusion, misunderstanding, and anger. These emotions are often born of our own pain or insecurities and can cloud our ability to see the love that surrounds us. All too often, when we experience a moment of great hurt or loss, we can feel alone, as if no one could possibly understand the depth of anguish we are feeling. Whether it be the end of a marriage or friendship, the death of a loved one, or a battle with mental illness, we can sometimes find ourselves weighed down by pain and suffering and blind to the beauty and love that surrounds us. Loss of any kind causes us to experience a range of emotions, including sadness, fear, confusion, guilt, regret, anger, and betrayal. Sometimes we can even experience a complete absence of emotions. To think of the future serves only to add to the burden of sorrow because all hope seems gone. The Five of Water is a challenging card because it is not one that offers any real comfort. Loss is something we all experience, and if we are already vulnerable and sensitive to hurt, then it can be overwhelming. The death of a loved one, the loss of a friend, being betrayed by someone we trusted and loved, there are no words of comfort that will lessen the pain we feel. The Five of Water symbolizes the need to allow yourself to work through your grief and to take as much time as you need. Allow the emotions to flow and flow along with them, but not to the extent that they threaten to overwhelm you or have you lashing out at others. You need to remember that you have people around you who love you. Look up. While you may feel alone, you are not alone. There are people around you who have also experienced loss. They know, they understand. Allow them to be there for you in your time of need. There you go, Capricorn. I do feel like, the thought did cross my mind, especially with the Death card coming out and with the Five of Cups coming out, and a lot of sadness and grief. The need to recover. Recovery is a significant message in this reading. It is possible for some of you, you could be dealing with a loss of a loved one, and that could be intermixed with the message from this reading about, choosing a life path, trying things that, just aren't working out for you. I feel for you, Capricorn. I can tell that this is difficult. I can tell this is very challenging. You'll get past it, and you'll come out better on the other end for having this experience. It may not feel like it right now, but you will. I guarantee it. Know, Capricorn, you need to know that everybody deals with this kind of thing. And you can make the decisions for yourself that will put you on the right path and make you happy. And when people that surround you and love you see that you're happy and making progress and moving in the right direction for yourself, they'll come around. They may be disappointed that you didn't take their offer or that you didn't take their suggestion or their advice. But ultimately, when you do find your happiness and what's right for you, they will be happy for you, and they will see that it wasn't that you didn't appreciate their desire to help, their desire to see you successful. It's not that you don't appreciate that, but sometimes you got to do that on your own. And before I continue rambling on, Capricorn, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I really hope that this reading was helpful to you in some way. It does feel challenging and difficult, so I feel for you. I wish you all the best. If the reading did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. Sharing this kind of pain and this kind of grief can sometimes help, can definitely help other people who are going through the same thing. So I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.